All right, I'm standing here with Kevin from XTier, and he is the lead man in this project. There's a whole lot of stuff going on here. We've talked a little bit about the walls. As you can see there, this is his work and his company's work. We're working on the pool on this side. But my question for you, Kevin, is how? How did you start from the mess that it was and see this and create it?
It was definitely a challenge. There was a lot of sitting around thinking, what can we do to make it stable, manage the water, give the homeowners what they were looking for, and preserve the trees. That was one of the big challenges, without filling in and losing the trees and losing the feel of nature that you feel like you're up north here. You look out to the swampy wetlands and marsh and look back at all the woodlands and mature trees. We wanted to keep that.
And you were able to preserve that. Yeah.
And my partner John, he's in the design end. He and I both worked together on this one and figured out an engineering plan that would hold the hill, hold the house, and give them the look that they were after.
There's Kevin had said this morning to me, and it reminds me a lot of me. He said there was a lot of time just sitting and looking. Oftentimes I talk about that, especially when we're talking to people online and video, is they talk about how important it is just sort of get in the space and just be with it for a while and let it sort of talk to you in its own way. And I got that sense when you said I just did a lot of sitting and looking and thinking here.
Yeah, there was definitely challenges in construction, and as you can see, the different elevations and terraces, the how are you going to do it and do it safely without injuring the two guys that are the lead workers on the job that have put it all together. They may take more risks than I'm comfortable with. Yeah. So I have to look at it and I have to analyze it and figure out the chess game, the puzzle pieces, how you're going to put it together and do it without injury.
And at the same time pulling electrical, gas lines, water lines, all of that through all of that maze. As it's being built, you're also thinking about drainage, and you're thinking about, you know, what do you have? 8-inch, 6 and 8-inch drain pipes coming down to drain the entire around the pool. I mean, around the house.
There's,
you know, all of those things going through. There's
system.
A lot of stuff going on here just to make this thing work and make it stay. And to do it right.
The roof of the house carries a lot of water, and you have to be able to manage that. The watershed that's natural on the land itself, you have to capture it, control it, and put it where you want it. The previous landscaping on this project, which was built 17 years ago, didn't last very long. It was a problem. There definitely wasn't safe for young kids and a family to play in their yard. I think the steps are my favorite aspect. I love the steps, I love the texture of the steps, and I love the fact that the steps curve and become part of the terrain instead of just a straight, boring, escalated staircase. Their original dream sequence was retaining walls, stabilization, covered deck, which is later in the project, a swimming pool. We introduced them to the concept of an outdoor adventure style swimming pool, and they got very excited.